talking to Mr. Herbie Hancock. Before I ask you something about the magnificent new standard tour and album, I have one question. I was imagining I'm an alien surfing into the Earth for the first time, and the first person I meet is Mr. Hancock. And he tells me he plays the piano. And I ask him, what's that?
So what would my response be? I would say it's an instrument or a device that makes sound, and the sound affects the human spirit in a way that's different than the voice. Because obviously you'd have to have a voice if you're an alien speaking to me, you know? And there's a lot of power to sound. You know? That's why the voice is so important, for example, in popular music. You know? Because people can really identify with the sound of the human voice. Because every person has that, you know, unless, you know, the few that don't, you know. But the piano has a different color to it than the human voice, and it's a mechanical device, but it's one that you can manipulate with your fingers, and you can, if you care about living things, you have the opportunity to relate to them in this very special way, and perhaps, you know, affect their lives in a very positive way through the sound of this thing called music.
So it's a device with feeling.
The device has no feeling. A piano has no feeling. The human being has to have the feeling. You have to learn how to translate that feeling into the parts of your body that you need in order to manipulate this device. In my case, I have to learn how to translate my fingers into something that can manipulate this device, but in a way that, I mean, the goal is to become so fused with the device when you play it that it doesn't sound like the device itself. It sounds more like the life of the person that's playing it, you know. And I was just thinking about Wayne Shorter, for example, on the saxophone, you know. You know, when he plays the saxophone, it's not like hearing the saxophone. It's like hearing Wayne, you know. So that becomes his voice. So in my case, the piano is my voice.